Welcome back to Alchemist Angel Tarot 444. So today's reading is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Jupiter signs. So if you have a Sun, Moon, or Venus in Scorpio, or Jupiter in Scorpio, this could be your reading. We are going to look into what's changing at the very end of this year, 2023, what you don't expect, things that you don't see coming. Could be family related, career related, relationship related. It could be lots of different things, just things that are hidden from you that your spirit guides want you to know about, or things that you're even aware of that maybe need some work still, or some healing, need some focus on. So we'll just look into those, and it's going to be different for every sign. So can't tell you exactly what's going to come out. So we will first pull 4 angel cards with this deck right here, and then I will clarify them with a couple of cards from my regular tarot, my wizard's deck, and I will just tell you what they are. So this is for the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Jupiter sign of Scorpio. I believe your guys' your season's coming up soon. I believe so. Scorpio season should be here just right around the corner. So happy birthday to you Libras out there that are having a birthday. And let's start with a little prayer. Spirit guides, angels, and interdimensional beings help to guide this reading for the Sun, Moon, Venus, Jupiter sign of Scorpio. Mother, Father, help me to see in the utmost clarity for the Sun, Moon, Venus sign of Scorpio, Jupiter sign Scorpio as well. Help me to see into the rest of 2023 what it is that you want them to be aware of. Send your guardians, angels, the highest level protectors of light to give me the most clear messages possible for the Sun, Moon, Venus sign of Scorpio, please. Jupiter sign as well. Please help me to see into any issues that they may not be aware of, things that they may not know that are going to be changing at the end of 2023, whether it be family, career, or relationship related. Anything that you feel they need to be looking at, working on, or just aware of. In Jesus' name, amen. We're going to start with your angel messages for the collective of Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Jupiter sign Scorpio. And then we'll clarify with the regular tarot. So, 4 messages in greater detail. Scorpio, please. There are 4 messages for the end of 2023, what they're not expecting or what's going to be changing. Scorpio, please. Scorpio. 4 cards, please, for Scorpio for the end of 2023. This did come out in the reverse, so I will say something about that. But I did flip it upright because I don't believe any positive angel messages should be in the reverse, but I will let you know what that exactly entails, since it did come out that way. Let's get some clarifiers for these cards for the 2 of Raphael in the reverse. Okay, so a lot to say about that card. Let me pull that mini quite. Okay. And swords in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse, and the swords. So a lot of you could have been dealing with an on-again, off-again relationship in the past that someone feels is unfinished. They still want to communicate with you. They may suddenly come in with some communication out of nowhere here at the very end of 2023 and surprise you. it was like a really very physical relationship, sex-based relationship, or just not really emotional relationship. They could have been an air sign, an earth sign, but this person is wanting to collaborate with you, and they feel some kind of unfinished business, but they're still coming in the same energy they left in, which is like pretty much a liar. Let's get into that in a second. Let me pull the Eight of Michael, please. Since they have a lot to say about that, we'll go back to that, okay? Eight of Michael. Eight of Michael. You're not trying to give me anything over the Michael card. Okay, so that's what I got. Here we go. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. Nine of Michael. And the Five of Ariel. Okay, so let's get into these messages. Like I was saying here in the beginning, there was something you were dedicated to, somebody you felt was a kindred spirit to you. You may have known this person quite some time, and it became a physical relationship. Even if you didn't know them, it felt like you'd known them forever, maybe even a past life connection almost. Like as soon as you met each other, you felt like you'd known this person forever. So you're very comfortable with this person. It was a relationship, so a physical relationship, an intimate relationship. I'm seeing this person had lied to you and betrayed your trust. They're also really good with their words, whether they be like a lyrist or a poet or somebody who's just a really smooth talker with a forked tongue. They really know how to use their words wisely and how to charm people, or to just draw attention by the eloquent way they use words. But they often are liars. They are wishy-washy. They're here for a good time, not for a long time, but they will convince you of much more than that. Like they were here to start a family with you and to have something long term with you, and all the while playing games with you. They were dishonest, and they were one of those people that stuck to their lies. Like they wouldn't tell the truth no matter what, like take it to the grave kind of person. Even if it meant saving the friendship, they would lose all your trust instead of just trying to at least salvage a friendship out of the deal. They lost it all with you. Now they're going to be coming back around in the very end of October or the end of 2023. They're going to try to come in real quickly with trying to communicate. They're telling the same kind of lies they were before. They're trying to collaborate with you because they don't want you to get away. They realize how abundant you are and just how well you can manifest good and positive things in your life, how hardworking you are, and they kind of just want to ride on your coattail until something better comes about. They're just kind of hoping to weasel their way back in. I'm going to be honest with you. So be really aware of this. I mean, this person it's hard for you to resist this person on many levels, but I would suggest that you stand your ground and just know that they're coming in with the same energy they left in, or that they disappeared in if somebody got ghosted, or if you had to just completely cut this person out because of the games they were playing and the bullshit they were pulling. Just know that they're not in any better of an energy. They may act like it. They may talk a really good game, but they are not. Okay, so just be aware of that. They're wanting to collaborate with you because you are somebody who is about your word. You're somebody who's abundant. You're hardworking, and they just kind of want to feed off your energy, really, really. So just be aware of that. Okay. If you guys dealt with a liar in the past who hurt you and just was in and out and played a lot of games, especially at the end of the relationship. Here we have the Eight of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. You're not seeing things quite clearly. A lot of you have had a situation that you maybe have just recently began, or you're kind of like on the fence about going forward with it, and it could be It could be something you're passionate about, so it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a project, it could be a business, or even a career move. And what they're telling me here is the timing is right. Like, so if you've been putting it off and procrastinating on something that you've really been wondering, like, should I not? If it's something you're passionate about, this is the time. This is the time right now. During this eclipse season, during October, you need to put yourself out there and be in your confidence and just go forward with it. Take a risk, take a chance, because this divine timing is here at play right now. And if you have been on the fence about stepping out and trying something new, or proceeding with the project, or applying for that new job, or even saying yes to somebody that has been asking you out, and you didn't know if you're quite ready, quite healed enough to go there, but you do like this person, I would definitely say that the time is now. If you're going to take the chance, then do it now, because it's something about divine timing here, okay? Your worry is unnecessary. Nine of Michael. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, and worry to your angels. A lot of you have a lot of guilt or regret or worry over something that happened to your children, something that happened to a child or to your children, or something that, like, you made a mistake when it came to like a business call or a financial decision. You just made a mistake, and the mistake that anybody could have made. Say you bought a house when the market was real high, and now it's, or real low, and now it's gotten really bad. Like, so you can't refinance it and get a better mortgage rate or whatever it is. So something like that. This could also be at play here, and you've just kind of been really feeling down about this. Like, you had high hopes. You kind of already counted this as something that was going to benefit you down the line, and it's no longer going to benefit you. Or this is something that could have happened to one of your children, that you were not in control of the situation. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it, or to have made this situation any better, or to help them to heal any faster, or to have prevented their pain or suffering in any way, okay? This is not something that was within your hands. This was something that was in the divine plan of the universe to, and I'm sorry to say this because it seems like an awful thing to think that anything bad could ever happen to a child and it was divinely guided or planned. But often we have lessons to learn here on our journey here on earth, and we choose our own paths, and this was something your child as a spirit had chosen for themselves to learn and to go through. So please don't be so hard on yourself when you think that you have neglected your motherly or fatherly duty, or you have done something wrong, or just you didn't give enough, or didn't try hard enough, or just weren't there enough, because that's absolutely not what it's about. This was not anything you could have prevented. It would have happened no matter what upon their journey. And you have been maybe losing sleep over this, or you just have a lot of guilt for whatever's happened. And the universe wants you to know that it was part of their path. It was part of their journey, and it has nothing to do with you. So stop putting the blame on yourself and living in that, because it's really, really, really weighing you down and blinding you from being able to have forward progress and to feel the best, to be in the best energy you could possibly be, and be on the highest vibrations, where you should be, because of this guilt or this pain that still weighs you down about these things that may have happened in the past that you had no control over, okay? And sometimes we make decisions, and it seems like the right decisions when it comes to our finances at the time, and things happen in the universe. Like I said, this was something in the universe. It was divinely planned. It's something a lesson you have to learn. If it's about finances, it's something you're gonna have to learn from. It's not anything you could have foreseen, and it will adjust itself by the end of 2023, or there close after, okay? So just be patient and hang in there. You have the strength it takes, and you have the means and abundance around you to be able to provide, even if it means like just barely getting by for a moment. Things are starting to look up for you by the end of 2023, okay? So this decision was not permanent. It's just a lesson learned. 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Don't be a self-fulfilling prophecy, Scorpio. Like, if you think people are going to treat you bad, so you treat them like they're going to treat you bad, they're going to treat you bad. You know, like you create situations for yourself when you go into them with a negative mindset. And especially when it comes to your relationships, like your intimate relationships, you meet somebody, they seem amazing, but deep back in the back of your head, you're like, oh, but they remind me of this guy or that guy from my past, and I just know they're going to end up being like this or being like that. And you literally set these people up for failure with that mindset. So try not to do that. Try not to think about the past or compare people that you meet here in the current present situations, and or at the end of 2023 and beginning of 2024. Be very aware that you will often compare people, whether you don't say it out loud or not, and you get anxious and you have all these fears you live in, and you literally recreate your past. Because I understand that I can only live what I know, but you got to have some kind of faith or hope that it can be better than it was, or you're just going to continue living in the same thing. So if you have the mindset that all men are bad, you're going to always end up with a bad man. You know what I'm saying? So with that mindset is where your problem lies. So give people a fair chance, whether it be a partnership or a friendship, a real close friendship or an intimate relationship that comes in. Try not to linger and compare this person to your past people, even if there are red flags. We can always keep note of that, but don't turn a white flag into a red flag, because people are going to want to surrender immediately to your accusations or to your questions, or they're going to feel like they've done something wrong and they're going to want to push away. Or, I mean, if you call somebody a thief so many times, eventually they might steal from you. Do you understand? So that's what I mean. Like, you can only treat people a certain way, and for them to allow it without them becoming exactly what you're treating them like is not likely to happen. Like, these people are going to definitely become a ghoster if that's what you're like. Oh, I just know you're gonna ghost me one day. Like, they never even probably thought of that until you kept saying that, and they're like, okay, so what is it about you that all these other people have left? Why have they all left you? So it makes them like nervous and makes them anxious and makes them live in their fears, and then it kind of ruins the whole situation. So just remember that in the back of your mind somewhere, I feel like you, Scorpio, you've been doing that, self-sabotaging with a lot of your relationships, whether it be friendships, through comparing them to your past people and turning white flags into red flags. And literally, people start to get nervous around you, or feel like you're always judging them, or like that they can't do anything good enough, and they don't really see no sense in continuing the friendship or the relationship with you. Also, no one likes to be compared to the past person. Like, that's just the biggest turnoff ever. So if you have been doing that, please try not to do that. Try to stay positive and just know that if you're looking for love, it's definitely out there. It's available to you. It's all just in how you perceive it and how you treat people. If you treat them like they're going to treat you bad, they're going to treat you bad. Okay? And I think that's pretty much what I have for you, Scorpio. So I hope that answers some of your questions for the end of 2023 and give you a little more heads up and details on the situations that you can expect. Okay? Also, don't forget to do some healing here and to not be so hard on yourself, because I really feel like some of you Scorpios are just really hard on yourself, and you have real high expectations of yourself and others, and you're a little unfair. So give it a rest. All right. Love you guys.